In the outer reaches of our solar system, beyond the asteroid belt, there is a boundary line. Past this line, the rules of rock and stone end. Here, the giants rule, and among them, there is a king. A world so massive that it could swallow all other planets combined. A world of eternal storms, crushing gravity, and screaming radiation. We call it Jupiter. But Jupiter is not just a planet. It is a monster. And strictly speaking, it shouldn't even exist. To understand Jupiter, we have to look at what it is made of. Hydrogen and helium. The exact same recipe as a star, the exact same recipe as our sun. Billions of years ago, when the solar system was forming, Jupiter started to grow. It consumed everything in its path. Dust, gas, rocks. It got bigger and bigger. It wanted to become a star. It tried to ignite, but it failed. It just didn't have enough mass to wake up. It stopped growing just short of glory. So instead of a second sun, we got a dark, stormy giant. Jupiter is the unfinished masterpiece of the solar system. Because it failed to become a star, all that heat is trapped inside, and that heat creates chaos. Look at the surface. It is a painting of violence. Clouds of ammonia whip around the planet at hundreds of kilometers per hour. And there, staring back at us like a bloodshot eye, is the Great Red Spot. This isn't just a storm. It is a monster hurricane that has been raging for at least 300 years. It is an anticyclone so large that you could fit the entire Earth inside it with room to spare. Imagine a storm that never ends. Imagine winds that scream louder than any sound on Earth. That is the reality of the king. But what if you fell in? What if you tried to land on Jupiter? There is no ground. There is no rock to stand on. You would just fall forever. At first, you would fall through white clouds. It looks peaceful, but then the sky turns dark. The pressure begins to crush you. The temperature rises to thousands of degrees. You are falling through a thick, hot soup of hydrogen. Deep down, the hydrogen is crushed so hard, it turns into a liquid metal. An ocean of metallic hydrogen conducting electricity, creating a magnetic field so powerful it tears through space. You would be crushed, melted, and vaporized long before you ever reach the core. Even from a distance, Jupiter is terrifying. If you could see its magnetic field with your eyes, it would appear larger than the moon in our night sky. And if you could hear with radio antennas, you would hear it screaming. Jupiter blasts out intense radio waves. It bombards its surroundings with lethal radiation. If you stood on one of its moons without protection, the radiation would kill you in minutes. It is a beautiful world, but it is deadly to touch. Yet, despite its violence, we owe Jupiter a debt. Its massive gravity acts like a vacuum cleaner for the solar system. For billions of years, it has pulled in asteroids and comets that might have hit Earth. Jupiter took the bullet for us. But gravity is a double-edged sword. While it catches some asteroids, simulations show it might also throw others directly at us. The king protects, but the king can also destroy. Jupiter stands as the gatekeeper of the outer solar system, a failed star, a chaotic giant, an eternal storm. It reminds us that the universe is not made for us. We are just small guests living in the shadow of giants. Beautiful,